Okay, welcome back. So, a little bit of an update. Gonna talk a little bit about the update on the entire system. Remember, I've got a 112 gallon my display tank that I feature on the other side of this wall, and so some changes. I'm now using the ESV Kalkwasser. I'm using that and scaling that out with a digital scale, as you can see down there. Okay. See a couple dosers. We'll get into that in a minute. And that coffee is finished, and that's how I have the energy to talk to you. Haha. All right. Swivel chair. Cindy. That was her barber chair. It's a freaking awesome chair, man. Never get rid of that sucker. Making a little bit of Sipperax, or cleaning it off, getting it ready to drop in to there. Let's put a light on it so you can see. Look at that beautiful rock down there. All right. So the Kalkwasser is made small batch, 30 grams per 5 gallons. I make it exactly 30 grams every single batch, and then the clear liquid's poured off into a 20-gallon brute, which is new. And then the old dispensing vessel was converted into an RODI vessel. Now, since adding the prop tank in, every day we are making adjustments on the timer. And right now, you really can't see it, but if you were to see the punch out on the 15-minute increments, you would see that I'm up to 20. So there are only 4 hours of full photosynthesis on the other side of the room, middle of the day on that tank, that are not getting Kalkwasser. Otherwise, every hour Kalkwasser is being dispensed. So only 4 hours a day. That works out on this pump right here, which is the Milwaukee, I believe it's the MP810. I could be wrong, probably am. But anyways, that is, that pump right there is 25 ml, 25 ml per minute, and it's 15-minute intervals. So I think it's 375 per cycle. So it's working out to 1.875 gallons per day. And then you can see there are lots of fans blowing in the room. They are necessary to light up or for moving air. And why? Because this was a room that was converted over. It was a garage. And so while I do have an AC duct, keep in mind it's pushing from the main house, which is not even a connected room, except for that right through there. And in here I have a window cracked, and that's where I make RODI, and you can see that window's always, I leave it generally cracked open. And then I have a door that goes out to my backyard, my surfboards, and then you can see a large window with plants. So I'm doing what I can in the world of maintaining a solid pH. Right now, I've spent a lot of time in this room this morning, and I can tell I'm suppressing the pH in this room just through, being in the room and trying to make a couple of videos. You start one and you don't like it, so you have to start another. So anyway, so those are some of the changes. As you can see, this is like my chair that I operate on. As a surgeon operates, a coral geek does his operating here. So I can frag, I can do everything I really need to do right here out of this system. For filtration, I can swivel and maintain a skimmer or maintain the filtration right here. So if I want to clean my sump out, I can do it right there without even moving. If I want to make Kalkwasser, I can do that. So you can see some towels fell on the floor. And that's where I make the Kalkwasser. So, I can scale it out at 30 grams, and then I can take it and put it in here, stir it around, and I have a stir spoon over there on the floor in that large 1-gallon pitcher. I've got a big metal teaspoon, restaurant teaspoon, that I stir the Kalkwasser for a few minutes until it dissolves, and then again I put it into that larger vessel. Okay, and so those are some of the things that have changed. Again, I probably will have to start dosing two-part. I don't know that I'm going to add any more Kalkwasser. I suspect I could, but the problem is when I get to the wintertime and start opening windows or having to do the opposite, right, to warm up the water, then I won't need to blow the fans all day, and so I won't be evaporating as much water, and then that's going to mess with, I want to keep things consistent. So I will probably max out, I'm pretty close to maxing out on Kalkwasser, and then that's where we then go into two-part dosing, and that's what I'll do to make up the difference. All right, I needed to adjust the lighting. So let's face it, you're really not here to hear me babble on about the system. So let's just get into some corals. That's why you're here. So this tank really gives me the opportunity to grow out some of my favorite pieces that maybe are just in a better environment here, a little safer from all the fish and all the critters in the other tank. Or maybe it's just, I don't know, LED in this tank versus T5. But we have some really special pieces that are in grow out here. A reefer buddy, a local reefer buddy, stopped over yesterday, Matt, and he decided he wanted to get a few cuttings. So I've got a pack working for him. And Cole, my buddy from Port Orange, recently came over and brought over a few frags, so I sent him out with a few frags. And so it gives me an opportunity to really, enjoy this system and enjoy what I enjoy the most is looking over corals and studying them and looking at them in the different lights and, how do the different products and things that I dose influence the change in polyp extension or color or whatever. So it's really becoming a nice place to spend some time, to get out of the display room and to get out here and to enjoy this room a little bit more. So thanks for checking me out today. I just wanted to thank all you guys out there for all of the subscription growth. Without you guys, I don't get the energy to try to continue to do this, and you guys are what are giving me the motivation to want to share with you, my passion, because you guys are just as passionate, and we're all working together, to share our love and our passion. So let's not get caught up on our differences of how we keep our system. Let's unite and support one another instead and try to share our passion. Thanks for following along.